Hello everyone, it is Shipwreck Samantha here, and I am super excited to be doing this video today because it is September 1st. Happy September 1st to all of my Potterhead friends out there, because September 1st is the day that all of the Hogwarts students go back to Hogwarts. And because September 1st falls on a Friday, I wanted to do a special Harry Potter episode for today because I am a Harry Potter fanatic. Maybe not as much as a lot of people, because I didn't actually grow up with Harry Potter as a kid. I was not allowed to watch Harry Potter movies or read the books because of the witchcraft element. But as I got older, up until like about last year, I just decided to buy the entire book series after I went to the Harry Potter World Universal. So the Harry Potter World Universal is actually what got me to love Harry Potter, because it just blew me away and I wanted to know more. And so I went home, bought all the books, read all of the books in 3.5 months, and then I was hooked after that. I bought all of the movies and then I watched them all through after reading the books, of course, and I have just been a hardcore fan after that. So I didn't grow up with it, but over the past year I have really loved Harry Potter. Actually, to the back 2 years. It has been 2 years now since I've become a Harry Potter fan. And I have learned a lot about Harry Potter when it comes to things that can be applicable to people, that applicable to readers specifically, like what house you're in, what Patronus you have, what type of wand you have. And so I just felt like doing a drawing of what I would look like if I was going back to Hogwarts. And I guess you could say I'm a 7th year student here, because I mean, I'm 18 now. 17's close enough, right? And yes, we're just gonna pretend I'm going back to Hogwarts, even though I'm still at home. I haven't gotten my acceptance letter ever, but anyways. The very first quiz I ever took for what house I was in was not long after going to Universal, because I was like, yeah, Gryffindor is great, I want to be a Gryffindor. And then I went home, took a quiz, found out I was a Hufflepuff, and I was like, what? Hufflepuffs are boring. Why would I want to be a Hufflepuff? And then I learned more about Hufflepuffs being loyal to their friends and family till the end, being hardworking, and overall just being very friendly people, and feeling very deeply most of the time. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so me. So now I'm actually a very hardcore Hufflepuff. I've actually taken the official Pottermore house quiz 3 times, and I got every house but Gryffindor, and now Gryffindor is my least favorite house the more I learned about it. Nothing against those who are in Gryffindor. I think Gryffindor is great, but it's still my least favorite house. I'm sorry. I really like Hufflepuffs and Slytherins. I'm kind of a little hint of Slytherin in there too, to be honest. But anyways, I just thought I would talk about that because that has a part to play in this drawing. I drew myself in a Hufflepuff uniform, and then I also drew my wand. I was fitted for a wand at Ollivander's in Diagon Alley when I first started getting into Harry Potter, my first trip to Universal. I actually did get picked to get fitted for a wand with my best friend at the time. We actually both got fitted at the same time. We were both wearing our birthday buttons because our birthdays are 1 day apart, and so we were both celebrating our birthdays, and we both got picked to get fitted. And I got fitted for the vine wand, the vine type, I mean. And I looked it up later, and I thought the description was kind of cool because it says, vine wood is associated with persistence and renewal. Vine people have restless spirits and seemingly limitless energy. They are also prone to burn the candle at both ends. Vine people should learn to pace themselves, and their achievements will know no bounds. And that does seem to describe me a bit, and so I think that's kind of cool. And also, vine wand type is the same type as what Hermione has, so hey, that's pretty awesome. And I never actually bought my wand, but I'm still tempted to, even though they're $50 at Universal. But I still kind of want it regardless. But now I know what wand type I am, and that's pretty cool. That was a really cool experience, because that was the first time I ever saw a wand choosing, and I got picked, and that was pretty great. And then as for my Patronus, I took the official Pottermore quiz for my Patronus, and I stuck with the first one I got. I did not want to try and get a different result. And so I got a Grey Dapple Mare. And I did look up the meaning for this too, and I kind of I don't know if this is the official description for the Patronus, but it says, if the Dapple Gray is your Patronus, then you have a passionate soul. Your passion for the things that you love is hard to beat. You become very involved in your friends, family, hobbies, and study. If the Dapple Gray is your Patronus, then it is likely you are very sensitive and emotional. This means you can be hurt easily and may often feel melancholy. However, this emotional intelligence allows you to understand others and empathize very well. Those with a Patronus are often very creative and intelligent. And I was like, oh yes, creative. I'm drawn. That's cool. Okay, I don't really know what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. So that's the cool thing about the Patronus. I actually really like horses, even though I kind of, in the back of my mind, really wish that my Patronus was a giraffe, because I kind of feel like that's my spirit animal. I'm sticking with the Gray Dapple Mare, and I think it still sounds pretty cool too. So that is my setup. I am a Hufflepuff with a vine, Phoenix heartstring, 15 half-inch wand, and a Gray Dapple Mare as my Patronus. I also thought it would be kind of fun to do a Harry Potter tag, even though I wasn't tagged by someone to do a Harry Potter tag. I thought it would be fun to answer some Harry Potter related questions while the speed paint's going, because it's a bit longer. This drawing took a bit longer and I didn't want to speed it up super fast, and so I'm going to be doing a Harry Potter tag. And I'll go through those now. I think it's 15 questions. First question is favorite book. I would definitely say the third one, The Prisoner of Azkaban. It was the one that surprised me the most. It really had the biggest plot twist at the end. Next question is favorite movie. I'm thinking The Goblet of Fire, because I don't know, I really love seeing The Goblet of Fire played out in visuals with the competition and the tournament. I really love how that movie was done. And then question 3 is least favorite book. I guess I would say Deathly Hallows? Probably just because I felt so depressed reading that book, thinking, oh my word, I have gotten so sucked into this series that I invested so much time into reading 6 books, and then I get to the last book and I'm just feeling so much pain and so many emotions, and I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I still reading this? What am I doing? And I just felt so depressed the entire time I read that book. It wasn't a good feeling, but it's still a great book, but I guess it would be my least favorite. And then next question is, if you could meet up with any Harry Potter character, who would it be? Oh, why is this a question? I love all the characters. I guess if I had to pick, I would probably say Luna. I guess Luna, because she is so quirky and so fun and just thinks really outside of the box, and it just has a different perspective on the world that is really refreshing, and she's just kind of a calming presence to be around, and I guess I would really enjoy that, and so she'd be fun to hang out with, I would think. And then 6's favorite character. Why do I have to choose a favorite character? Okay, wait, what am I talking about? I know who my favorite character is. Sirius Black. Because him, spoiler alert, dying killed me. That was the hardest thing about reading the Harry Potter series, was Sirius dying. I was like, what the heck? He is my favorite. Okay, I've decided. He is my favorite. I love Sirius Black. And then question 7, what would your Patronus be? Bit obvious, Gray Dapple Mare. 8, if you could have the Resurrection Stone, Invisibility Cloak, or the Elder Wand, which would you choose? Okay, that's confusing. Question 8 and 9 are one question. It's like, if you could have the Resurrection Stone, Invisibility Cloak, or the Elder Wand, 9, which would you choose? Okay, originally I probably would have said the Invisibility Cloak, because it seems fun to just be invisible whenever you want, but Super Carlin Brothers made a really good point about the uselessness of the Invisibility Cloak compared to the Elder Wand, because if you had the Elder Wand, you could make yourself invisible, you could make a great invisibility cloak, or just use an invisibility cloak. Sure, the Deathly Hallows invisibility cloak is completely invisible compared to cloaks that are charmed with invisibility that have some invisibility, but they can still be detected somehow. In the actual Deathly Hallows invisibility cloak, it has no way of being detected unless you give yourself away by noise or movement. And so my original choice would be invisibility cloak, but I understand the argument of the usefulness of the Elder Wand, because you can make yourself invisible using the wand and do a lot of other stuff. But I still feel like my choice would still be the invisibility cloak, because I would probably be like Harry and just want to keep my own wand that I was sorted with, and I would probably just prefer my own wand anyway. So I guess I would go with my first answer. And then question 10, what house would you be in? Like I said, my original reaction would have been Gryffindor, because Gryffindor just seemed super cool, and I was like, yeah, I'm in Gryffindor because I'm cool and I'm brave, yeah. But no, I'm a Hufflepuff through and through. I've learned more about how brash Gryffindors can be and how kind of outgoing, extroverted types they typically are, and it's like, that's not me. I'm fairly introverted. I'm technically an ambivert, though, but I have my introvert days, and it's like, no, I don't like being center of attention. I don't like doing brash, crazy things. That's not my style, so I'm definitely Hufflepuff through and through. And next question, if you could meet any member of the cast, who would it be? Oh, these questions are so difficult. I guess Emma Watson is the first person to come off the top of my head, because she just seems like a fun person to talk to and be around. Yeah, or Rupert Grint. He also, okay, basically just the main three. They seem like, just combined, they would be a really fun group to hang around. But either, I guess Emma Watson or Rupert Grint would be cool people to talk to. I can't choose between the two. Plus, they go great together, so. And then question 12. Have you played any of the video games? Yes. As of, like, not too long ago, I don't know if this counts, but I just got the Harry Potter Lego game for Wii, the first 4 movies or books, whichever you want to call it. And I've been playing with my sister a good bit lately, and oh my gosh, it's so fun. The Lego games crack me up. I think they're the funniest thing ever. I love playing the Lego games. We have Lego games for Lord of the Rings, for Star Wars, and now for Harry Potter. And so I really enjoy it. But if that can count, I don't know if they're classifying like original Harry Potter games or not. Like I said, I wasn't really there for when all the stuff was first being released, or really a part of it. So I guess that's the best answer I can give. And then question 13, here it is. If you were on the Quidditch team, which position would you play? I definitely think that I would be a chaser, because I can't really see myself being a keeper. That seems like a lot of stress and a lot weighing on what you're doing. And then a seeker, same thing. A lot of pressure being put on you. And then when it comes to being a beater, I don't want to beat people. Like, that's my Hufflepuff side. Like, no, I cannot just beat really heavy objects at people. No, I can't do that. So I think I would be a chaser. I like that idea. I've always imagined I would be a chaser, so we're gonna go with that answer. And then question 14, were you happy with the ending? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like I said, I was so depressed throughout most of the Deathly Hallows that when it ended, I was almost a little relieved. Like, okay, I feel like I was holding a breath this whole time, and then I could just kind of breathe again, because it was such an emotional roller coaster. It was a bittersweet ending, I guess I can say. I can safely say it was bittersweet. There were characters I definitely wish didn't die, like Hedwig or Fred, but I understand why they did die, and J.K. Rowling's meaning behind them, and also it makes it real, you know. It feels more real when characters actually die. It's not like, yay, everybody lives. That's not always a satisfying ending, so I guess I'm kind of on the fence about that one. I don't know. It's not like, oh, I think it could be done better, but I was just so emotionally done at that point that I don't really remember how I felt when I finished the series. I was just kind of like, okay, it's over. Although a lot of people talk about how, like, sad they were because it ended, you know, and it was all part of their childhood, but for me, it was just like, okay, it's over. Now time to figure out what Patronus I have, what one I have, and Harry Potter house and all of that. And so it was a lot of like, okay, it's done. I got to read it all in one sitting, well, a few months, and that was that, really. And yeah, I mean, that's the last of the questions, and we're almost at the end of the drawing. I hope you guys liked watching this drawing and hear me ramble about how much I love Harry Potter so much. Let me know what you guys think about the drawing, and if you stayed this long to the end of the video, you are awesome. Let me know that you stayed to the end of the video by commenting down below what Hogwarts house you're in, or if you don't know, what house you think you would be in, based on your personality or what you value, what values you find most prominent in yourself, or something like that. And feel free, if you know it, also to comment what Patronus or what wand you have, or any other fun facts that you have about your Hogwarts experience. And yeah, that's about the end of the video. I'll show a picture at the end of the finished piece. I'm very proud of how this turned out. I guess because it's a bit of a self-portrait, this is probably my most favorite self-portrait I've ever done. But if you're new around here, don't forget to join my pirate crew by hitting subscribe down below so we can go on new adventures together. I have new videos here every Friday and Sunday. Sundays we have Sketchbook Sundays, and then Fridays we do all kinds of fun stuff, and so be sure to stick around for that. And then here is the picture of the finished drawing. So thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. You guys are awesome, and I will see you guys in the next video.